Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Today is the day that Mars rules. I am the Moon Mama, and Mars is currently in Leo in the final degrees. Mars had been retrograde in Cancer for months. So like weeks, long weeks, like maybe 8-9 weeks. It was retrograde. It started the retrograde in Leo, which is this energy, like Mars in Leo is passion. Mars in Leo is power and enthusiasm and confidence. Mars in Leo is a leader who has a great command a great command of itself, and it's the people, those who are in league with this energy are enthusiastic. It is a very powerful energy, Mars in Leo, because Leo is fixed fire and Mars rules Aries. So it's this ability for that fixed fire to be directed, to have power, to have probability, like potential, like it's a highly creative energy, and it rests in one being confident in themselves. Now, this energy, this Mars energy, is a fire sign, and we're about to have a Sag full moon. Let me just say, I only have a few minutes, which is why I'm talking so fast, because I really want to say everything before I have a client in 10 minutes. So we have a full moon coming in tonight at 12:35 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this energy is coming in on a Mercury hour, which governs our mind and how we think, which means that your prayers are being answered. That's what this really means, which is so exciting. And because I understand the details of how this reality works, your prayers are the thoughts you've been thinking. Your prayers are not what you're asking for. Your prayers are your subconscious call. And is that subconscious call one that is directed towards new possibilities, actions in a new way, like a new identity, a new way of being, an expanded perspective? If you have not been intentional, you will get more of what you have been putting out. Whatever it is, if you've been putting out possibility, grace, focus, healing, structure, devotion to another perspective, transfer. If you've been putting that out, you're going to get the results for that. If you have been putting out fear, chaos, worry, shame, you're going to get more of that. That's how this stuff works. It gives you what's in your subconscious, which is why I'm here every day talking about this energy so that we understand it. And it's not something that, because it's not like you can really logically understand it anyway. Like, we have the North Node in Pisces right now. You're not going to understand that with your logical mind. That is something you must feel, that you must desire, it's your imagination. You must play your way into it. It's not, like children access it so easily because they're just so free. You know what I mean? But then we become adults and we lose that natural energy that comes through us because we live in a culture that says, you got to go to work, you got to do this, you got to do that. And so we put it away. But now we've been doing the work to cultivate it, to come back so that we can actually receive the benefit of it. And this full moon is in a direct square, and squares mean 90-degree angles. And 90-degree angles mean that something else has to be made. You're going to make something. And so what we've been doing is doing the work so you can make a new self. You can make a new self. You're capable of that. You are capable of making a new self. So this full moon, let me see if I can get I only got 5 minutes, y'all. Hold on a second. Okay, it's gonna be easier for me to bring the camera back here than for me to bring this up here. So, my whiteboard. My whiteboard helps. Okay. So, the reason, here's Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. The nodes are in Pisces and Virgo. The 12th house, which is the house that governs the subconscious, it governs your imagination. And Virgo governs the earth realm, your daily routines, your daily practices in your earth realm that bring the subconscious into existence. The full moon is going to be in Sagittarius right here. And you see Sag is in a square. Sag is here. It's the square to these. Like it's a cross, right? It's a cross. And crosses mean what? Death. Crosses mean death. How do we know that? Because Jesus died on the cross. So we are currently right now in a cross. So the old self is dying and the new self is being born again. We already had the new moon in Gemini, which is down here. We had that 2 weeks ago. Full moon in Sag today. Nodes in Pisces and Virgo. That's the cross. And so there is a death happening. What part of your life is dying? What part of your life are you dying to? What part of your sense of self are you dying to? Your past. You're dying to your old way of being. You're dying to the ways that you have given your power away. You're dying to the ways that you have needed validation from others in order for you to be yourself. We are dying to our old self. And this is the thing that's really important for us to understand, is that this natal chart, when you guys hear me talking about the chart and all of that kind of stuff, like your natal chart, you have to say your natal chart is a study of your body, your actual body. Aries is your head, Taurus is your throat, Gemini is your lungs and like all of this is your body. So when you're studying your natal chart, you're studying your own self. You will discover your own health codes. You will discover your own love codes. You will discover your money code. All of that is in your chart because everything comes out of the body. The body is the house. Well, let me say it. That's not completely true. Because the body is within the consciousness. But the body is like the treasure chest of what it is you are here to bring forth. The body is not all of who you are. You are all of this. You are one with everything. But your body is where it's localized. So when you are looking for a relationship, you have to go into your body and understand the code for your relationship for you. You have to understand the code for money for you. And it's in your body, but you are connected to everything. So we're going to have a full moon that's coming in at 12:35 in a Mercury hour, which means that the stories you have been telling yourself, so you've been telling yourself, I love myself, I'm healthy, and all the variations of that in between. The Mercury means, because we live in a mental reality. This is all mental. So whatever your thoughts have been, they're going to manifest. They're coming into, because Jupiter is blessings and expansion. And Jupiter is currently just moved into Cancer yesterday. So Jupiter rules this full moon. It's at the 0 degree of Cancer, which is about coming home to yourself. Literally coming home to yourself. Your divine self, your highest self. Jupiter is the highest self. Coming home to the highest self. Coming home to the mother within you. And this is feminine energy. This is divine feminine. So for those of you who are in the body of women, this is a very powerful time. It's important for you to be responsible and accountable for your emotions, your subconscious, your choices, and your creations. It is important for women to realize that they are the creators of the reality, and everything in your reality, you are a part of creating it. And as you do that, it will align to your frequency, whatever that is. If that's chaos and fear and arrogance, it's going to align to that. if that's peace and harmony and love and community and connection, it's going to align to that. But it's up to you where you're putting your attention. All right, you all. I might come back later and talk more about this, but this is a pretty significant full moon because we're absolutely closing out an old cycle and opening a new cycle. And it's so exciting. It really is very exciting. All right, you all. Peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. If you need support, you can go to my website, healwithmoonmama.com, and I can support you. You can go look at my offerings, and I would love to support you. I offer coaching. Currently, right now, I'm offering a reading for Saturn and Aries, so you can learn how to come back into your own personal authority and literally learn how to command reality. And then Venus, so you can learn how to embody, because embodiment is the key here. This is a mental reality, but it only really works the way you want it to when you have embodiment. Okay, you all. Peace and blessings. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.